Before going for simple interest and compound interest, let us try to understand the term interest. Interest is the price paid by a borrower for use of a lender's money. Let us try to understand this definition with two examples. Let's say you have borrowed 10,000 rupees from a bank for a year. At the end of the year, you will have to pay back rupees 10,500 to the bank. The excess amount of rupees 500 paid is known as interest. Interest is typically expressed as an annual percentage rate. In our example, rate of interest per annum is 5%. That is interest amount rupees 500 divided by principal amount rupees 10,000 into 100. In second example, you have lended rupees 10,000 to your friend, and at the end of the year, your friend will pay you back rupees 10,500. In this example also, the excess amount of rupees 500 received is known as interest. In first example, you paid interest for using bank's money for a year. And in second example, your friend paid you interest for using your money for a year. So this is how we can understand the definition of interest. Now let us see the types of interest. There are two types of interest. One is simple interest, second is compound interest. Let us try to understand both the types of interest with examples. We will compare simple interest and compound interest once we have seen both the examples. So example number 1, calculate simple interest for 3 years when rate of interest is 5% per annum and principal amount is rupees 10,000. So in order to calculate simple interest, we need to have 3 columns. Our first column will be end of year, second column will be interest, and third column will be accumulated amount, which is principal amount plus interest. So at the end of first year, our interest will be rupees 500, that is 10,000 into 5%. Our accumulated amount will be 10,500 rupees, which is 10,000 plus 500, that is principal amount plus interest. At the end of second year, our interest will be again 500, which is 10,000 into 5%. Our accumulated amount will be 11,000, which is principal amount plus interest of first year plus interest of second year. That is 10,000 plus 500 plus 500. At the end of third year, our interest will be again $500, which is 10,000 into 5%, whereas our accumulated amount will be 11,500, that is principal amount plus interest of first year plus interest of second year plus interest of third year. Therefore, simple interest for 3 years will be rupees 1,500, that is accumulated amount at the end of third year, that is 11,500 rupees minus principal amount, that is 10,000 rupees. Now let us see the second example. Calculate interest when rate of interest is 5% per annum compounded annually and principal amount is 10,000 rupees. Again, to calculate the compound interest here, we'll be having 3 columns. First column will be end of the year, second column will be interest, and third column will be accumulated amount, which is principal amount plus interest. So at the end of year 1, my interest will be 500 rupees, which is 10,000 into 5%. My accumulated amount will be 10,500, which is principal amount plus interest of first year. At the end of second year, my interest is 525 rupee, that is 10,500 into 5%. My accumulated amount is 11,025 rupee, which is principal amount plus interest of first year plus interest of second year. At the end of third year, my interest is 551 rupee and 25 paisa. That is 11,025 into 5%. My accumulated amount will be 11,576.25, which is principal amount plus interest of first year plus interest of second year plus interest of third year. Therefore, compound interest for 3 years will be 1,576 rupees and 25 paisa. That is accumulated amount at the end of third year, that is 11,576.25 minus principal amount, that is rupees 10,000. In case of simple interest, interest is calculated on principal amount only. You can say this in example 1. Interest for year 1, 2 and 3 is calculated on principal amount, that is initial value of 10,000 rupees. Whereas in case of compound interest, interest at the end of year 1 is calculated on principal amount, whereas at the end of year 2, interest is calculated after compounding principal amount and interest of first year, that is 10,500 rupee. Same way at the end of third year, interest is calculated after compounding principal amount plus interest of first year plus interest of second year. In compound interest calculation, interest is also calculated on interest, which is known as interest on interest concept. Compounding is a process where you add principal amount with interest in order to calculate interest. Now let us try to calculate effective rate of interest per annum. Effective rate of interest per annum in case of simple interest is 5%, which is 1,500 divided by 10,000 divided by 3 years into 100. So important point to note here is the rate of interest is equal to the effective rate of interest. Whereas effective rate of interest in case of compound interest is 5.25%. That is 1,576.25 divided by 10,000 divided by 3 years into 100, which means rate of interest is not equal to effective rate of interest. Rather, effective rate of interest is more than the rate of interest. It is important to note that even though the rate of interest is 5%, but in reality, actual interest paid under compound interest method is more than 5%. And this is because we are paying interest on interest. Whereas in simple interest, we are just paying interest on the initial amount, that is principal amount. And that's the reason under simple interest, the rate of interest is equal to effective rate of interest.